Mitch Hauschildt from Maximum Training Solutions. One of the things I want to talk about here, we're going to start actually a three-part series on the half-kneeling windmill. I love the half-kneeling windmill for a variety of reasons. It forces a lot of stability in the hip, a lot of stability in the core, also forces a lot of mobility around the thoracic spine and also the hip when it's done correctly. So it becomes a really big tool for us, both in a rehab setting but also a sports performance setting and for our quote-unquote healthy athletes. So setting things up here, I'm going to have him start with a half-kneeling position. We're going to windshield wiper that back foot in here. So he's set up basically kind of a 90-degree angle there. So he's going to go ahead and press that kettlebell up overhead. Let's just go regular. We'll go with a bottom-up variation when they're a little more advanced. So I'm going to start right here. I want him to pack this shoulder in nice and tight. Now what he's going to do is he's going to shoot these hips back at me about a 45-degree angle, rotate and touch his hand right next to the knee that's down. So he's right there, and then come back up. Notice he's got good hip action here. We're really trying to sit everything back. Keep on here, give me a couple more reps. So it almost becomes kind of a little bit of a hip hinge here. And really looking to have him rotate that T-spine as much as he can. That's where we're getting that T-spine mobility work. And he's also doing a great job of touching his palm to the floor. Now we can vary this a little bit once he gets better at that. The next part of this progression goes, he's going to touch next to his foot out in front of him. So he's going to reach there. This takes some more mobility here. Okay, just give me another one of those. Good job, Jeff. Okay, now we can add, we can take this a little further. So he's going to try to touch his elbow to the floor. Okay, so now he's doing a decent job of it. This is something we probably need to work on a little bit more with him, especially in a mobility perspective. But it is something, if he can't get there, we can also bring the ground up to him with some sort of a block or a pillow or something along those lines, so we can really vary this and make it work for him. So like this tool for a number of reasons. We also utilize it with a lot of our kids that are having some hip and low back issues just because it forces mobility with stability. So that's the basic setup for the half-kneeling kettlebell windmill. Stay tuned for parts 2 and 3. We're going to start looking at some different variations so we really start to challenge our athletes.